Hello everybody, welcome back to Sonder County, more specifically Grapeseed, where last episode we worked on the main street, adding in a nice custom commercial area, along with cozy mixed-use residential buildings. We also filled out the surrounding area with some low-density residential, as no small American town is complete without the occasional suburban sprawl. However, as we were closing in on finalizing the general layout of Grapeseed, I still feel a few things are missing from the town. That's when a kind viewer shot a comment at me, requesting that churches be added, which I believe would be a fantastic addition to the community and would bring some life and history to the town. I will also be adding in a few public service areas, including a custom school district and a custom hospital area. So, if you are just as excited as I am to get into this build, then hit the like button. Or, if you are really excited, leave a comment about what you thought your favorite part of this build was, and maybe subscribe afterwards, so you never miss a beat. And of course, if you want to continue to support this channel, feel free to follow my Twitch and join my Discord to see some behind the scenes work, as our community is always growing and we'd love to have you included. Lastly, make sure to download the Sonder County map included down in the description, a handcrafted map made by me, which is the same map that I'm using in this series. Now, let's stop the yapping and get to building. Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'd say that I did quite a bit. So first of all, what you're gonna see right now is me just kind of filling out the general area around Grapeseed. Originally, I actually planned on having the church here, just off of Main Street. It makes sense to have the church to be right off of Main Street. In my hometown, that's exactly how it is. Or it can be on the main street. It really all depends. But anyways, yeah, that little area where that cul-de-sac is in that big grid, that's where I originally was going to build the church. I ended up deciding against it just because the topography was a little too extreme to build a parking lot around it. So I chose a different location in the future. But don't worry about it right now, because here we are trying to make Grapeseed look like a finished town. And what I meant by this was it looks a little too blocky. There aren't a lot of areas where there's like those outskirt homes that are like the transition into another town. So in this episode, I kind of tried to encapsulate that by adding in some homes on the outskirts and adding in some cul-de-sacs on the end to really show off the fact that, hey, this is the end of the road, literally. And I think that it definitely adds for a pretty convincing look, even adding in some homes on the main street, which is something that is, I wouldn't say super common, but again, this is sort of this town in specific is inspired off of my hometown in general. So I'd say that, like, it's definitely realistic enough. Also, by the way, in case my voice sounds like utter doo-doo poo-poo, it is because I am incredibly sick right now. I think I have strep throat, but I don't really know. But the show must go on. I've been very eager to record this video and show off just the things that I did in this video. Like, I genuinely am pretty impressed. You know, come to think of it, I feel like I probably could have fit the church in if I made it a corner building instead of putting it straight on the road. No, I couldn't have. I don't really know. Yeah, no, this was definitely a pain in the butt. I mean, I appreciate the comment that, that one of my viewers left on my video saying that we needed churches, which is totally a realistic standard to have. But it's the idea of actually trying to figure out, hey, where's the church actually gonna go? It is so annoying trying to design these things. And I feel like I definitely have an addiction to these parking lot roads. I feel like instead of giving up sweets for Lent, I should have given up the parking roads for City Skylines too. Because I am just absolutely obsessed with them, even though they don't even really look that good. Also, during this episode, I actually discovered that there's a filter tool for the Find It mod, so you could see me actually fiddling around with it. This is really honestly because I saw City Planner Plays do that, and I was like, wait, you can filter these buildings? Yeah, apparently you can. So you're gonna see me fiddling around with it a lot. Bless me. But But yeah, no, I wanted to just kind of increase the population just a little bit. So I added in, instead of mixed-use homes, I just added in some medium residential homes. They look the same as mixed use, so I wasn't like super duper concerned. You know, like I was like, all right. But yeah, no, generally this area was really just me adding in some homes. This part of the episode, I'd say, is the most boring part, because it was just me essentially doing what I've been doing for the last 2 episodes, which is just adding in some more homes. But I'm just addicted to making suburbs. I love it. I love the design of them. I love just the creativity that you need to have in order to build sprawling neighborhoods. And they just look so nice and historic. But anyways, speaking of historic, here we go. We're adding in the church now. So this is the area that I ended up putting it down in, and I think if I ever do a live stream, if you guys ever do want me to do a live stream, I honestly think that we need to change the church. I'm not super happy with its design. I'm really gonna be honest with you guys. I shouldn't have used the parking lot roads, being real with y'all. I shouldn't have. I should have used the parking lots that are given to you in the actual game. But speaking of roads, I also found out a nice little suburban designed road with a tiny sidewalk on the side like that. And I just went in like just freaking like a maniac. I just went in through the whole town and placed down these roads. It's basically just like a 1-2 meter sidewalk on either side, no shoulder parking, and then it's about the same width as the other roads. You might have to do a little bit of finagling. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this on the Road Builder shop, because I'm pretty sure people have already designed a road like this. But having this road made me think like, whoa, this is like actual suburban type of roads. Because originally, my original design for suburban road was basically just the 2-way street with grass stripes on the side. I did that with my old Sonder County series, and the roads were just way too wide. But these roads, they're narrow, and it makes so much more sense. You can see the main arterial road for this section of the suburbs that has the green strips on it, because that's more of a like a prioritized road. I'd say it's more of a collector road, if anything, that leads into our local roads. But you know, I wouldn't really put a big debate on it. But anyways, yeah, no, that suburban road, absolutely, it's gas. It's definitely perfect. I love it. And look, while I do love these parking roads, you can see they're janky. They took me so much time to do, but I was refusing to use the base game parking roads, like the parking lots. And I don't know why I did it to myself. I don't know why. I shouldn't have. It looks worse. Like, I should have just used the base game parking lots. I shouldn't have used the parking roads. Like, you can see it just looks, it looks ugly. I am so sorry that I had to put you guys through watching me do this. Like, it's not good. I didn't have a lot of ideas for this church. It was a little difficult for me to actually figure out how I was gonna place this. The topography was a mess. Trying to figure out how to get this church up and running and working in a way where it doesn't look like poo-poo doo-doo garbage. It's just, I don't know. You know, maybe in the future there'll be like something like I think I'm definitely gonna fix this. We need like a detailing episode. But speaking of detailing, I did go in and I did densify Grapeseed with some trees. I went in with some London plane, birch, oak, hickory, and alder, I'm pretty sure. Apple trees as well, but on their most mature setting, because that's where they don't have the apples on them, so they look a little nice, pretty, dense trees. And yeah, it just added in some nice character to the town. I'm not expecting this town to be the prim and proper cut picket fence neighborhoods. I mean, I guess like sorta, but not really. And also, all of the businesses filled in. You just had to give it time. I think it's just because I just spam placed a bunch of the buildings down, so we just needed to give it time, because there's no real working mod right now for the infinite demand, so, you know, I had to make do with what I had. And then this is definitely not a part of the episode, but I'd just say that this was just something that was irking me, so I needed to change it. I needed to add this side to look like the rest of the commercial plaza. And speaking of which, I completely forgot that I don't even have the recolor mod. I'm very surprised that I don't. I should have the recolor mod, but I don't know why I just don't. And something else that was really bothering me, I could have pushed some of these buildings up. Without a doubt, I could have, but I guess I just didn't. Why? I really couldn't tell you, man. I guess it was just because I don't know. I think it was a bout of laziness. I'm gonna be real. Was this episode my most productive? I don't think so. I was super busy while trying to get this episode out. Like, while I was recording this, I had work in an hour, so I was like rushing to try and like get this done. But you know, it's nothing that a live stream can't fix. That's the way I see it, you know. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the second part of this video, which should happen sooner rather than later. And that is going to be building up the school district, which was just an elementary school. I don't think that it was anything like super big and important, but let's move on to that, shall we? So this is the second part of the video. Now ignore that, we're gonna redo that. So I had a lot of ideas for how the school district was going to go. It's not really a school district, it's more just an elementary school. Maybe we'll add in a high school later, but I don't think the town's necessarily big enough to hold in a high school. I know one of my own towns here down in the Hudson Valley in New York, there is a town with about 1,700 people, and they do have a high school, but the graduating class is 50 people. I went to it. It's in Cold Spring, and it is a very small town. Very similar to Grapeseed, actually, in a lot of ways. Even the church is very, very similar to how it looks in real life. But I just wanted a simple school district. You know, we're not going in with some big custom buildings today. You know, we're going in with just some nice, simple buildings. You know, I added in a couple of things to this because I always thought the elementary school, it's like, there isn't like a proper playground. All the assets look too urban. Like, I expect with, especially in elementary school, a huge playground. That's just because I grew up with that. I never grew up in the city, so, you know, I can't relate when somebody's like, oh, hey, you know, like, so-and-so, like, high school or elementary school district doesn't have, like, tennis courts and stuff on it because it would be too big. Yeah, I get like the urbanness of it, but it's also just doesn't make any sense, gosh. But yeah, like what I say, I put in a decent amount of effort into this. Yeah, I'd say so. You know, we have a nice little area where kids can go run around and just play hide and seek in the forest. Like, there's no real, like, playground assets. Like, there's not... No, actually, you know what? I'm lying. I'm a liar. I just was not thinking while doing this entire build. I am so sorry. But yeah, no, overall, I would say this build wasn't my best work. I'm definitely trying to... I would say next episode's going to be a lot bigger and a lot better. And, you know, I am planning on live streaming sooner or later. Hopefully when I get home from work today. I'll try to live stream. I wouldn't, like, guarantee it. But, yeah, no, this elementary school, I'd say it's definitely... It makes it look a lot more realistic. This is what I wish that the elementary school would look like in the base game. Look, while I love the modular buildings, they somehow restrict some of the freedoms sometimes. I can't add in stuff like this into the side of the elementary school, you know? Like, I wish I could. I wish I could add in more playgrounds to an elementary school because it just looks sad. I don't want just one basketball court. That doesn't make sense. And a tiny soccer field. That doesn't make any flippin' sense to me. It really, really doesn't. But, like, you know, again, it's nothing that a little bit of creative freedom can't fix. Like, you know, because I like making these. I like making these custom areas because I think that they look cool. And I mean, like, come on, this looks awesome. This stuff looks freaking sick. And I mean, you know, like, what did you guys think? Do you guys think that this looked kind of cool? I think so. I think that, like, there is a couple of jank areas. that I could have improved upon, but I also I'm also scared of downloading mods. So like if you guys have like good mods that you could install for me, or like tell me to install, then yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, like trust me. But I would say that this was definitely a success, without a doubt, in terms of the fact that this elementary school is full of students now. Like 500 kids go to this elementary school. So still good, still good. I added in some pedestrian paths along here so that I would actually see people walking through here. But it seems like everybody just hangs around on the entrance. So I guess classrooms are held at the entrance for some weird reason. But yeah, no, this is a really nice area, really cool area. And in the future, I mean, you know, if you guys do want to see a high school being built, you know, I kind of want to have this being a slow progressing series. So, like, I'm not too concerned about, like, getting everything done and out of the way, because I want this project to last for a while. But yeah, like, overall, I would say that these two builds, pretty small, but, you know, I'm never expecting all of my episodes to be huge and massive. I think that the last thing that I did, I know I talked about public service areas. I kind of meant that as the church, and realistically the church and the elementary school, not as much as the medical center, which I think will come in when we actually have a larger town that we can work with, because so far Grapeseed is kind of limiting us. They're a very small town, so you know I kind of want to add in some keep that small town aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, overall, like, because of Grapeseed's limitations, I think we're gonna have to move on to another town. And, you know, I would say that this town's done. In terms of detailing, no. I'd say that in the future we're gonna have to go in and detail this up. But I would also argue about the fact that, you know, like this, by the way, this was a perfect fit, and I love that the medical center can fit right there. But yeah, no, I think that overall this was a decent build. It wasn't bad. You know, and if you guys have any feedback about it, just let me know down below. Of course, I do take viewer requests, so let me know. I'm trying to create a list of all the things that I still need to do for the town, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. But, you know, while this was a small episode, I appreciate you guys for watching, and if this inspired you at all, then leave a like and comment down below what you want to see next. And, of course, subscribe if you'd like. And trust me, next episode will be a lot different. I've just been a little bit busy, so I wanted to get a video out to kind of hold you guys over a little bit, kind of like an appetizer, I'd say. But yeah, no, anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the next one, and stay frosty, stay curious, and as always, everybody, my name is Brett, and of course, I appreciate you guys for watching. There were tons of things that you could have done today, but you decided to watch a little nerd build two small, tiny buildings in a small American town in a video game, so I appreciate you for watching that. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. For like the 5th time. I keep saying that because I think the video is gonna end, but I guess not.